The Bosporus Strait is a natural strait and an internationally significant waterway located in Turkey, which is straddled by the city of Istanbul. The Bosporus connects the Black Sea to the Sea of Marmara and forms one of the continental boundaries between Asia and Europe. It also divides Turkey by separating Asia Minor from Thrace. It is the world's narrowest strait used for international navigation. Most of the shores of the Bosporus Strait, except for the area to the north, are heavily settled, with the city of Istanbul's metropolitan population of 17 million inhabitants extending inland from both banks. The Bosporus Strait and the Dardanelles Strait on the opposite end of the sea are together known as the Big Straits. This is the Blue Mosque, officially the Sultan Ahmed Mosque, an Ottoman-era historical imperial mosque located in Istanbul. It was constructed between 1609 and 1617 during the rule of Ahmed I. It attracts a large number of tourists and is one of the most iconic and popular monuments of Ottoman architecture. This is Dolmabahce Palace in Istanbul, Turkey. The palace was the main administrative center of the Ottoman Empire. This is the Sirigan Palace, a former Ottoman palace that is now a five-star hotel in Istanbul, Turkey. The palace was built in the 19th century under the reign of Sultan Abdulaziz. The Ortaköy Mosque is in the foreground and the Bosporus Bridge in the background. The Rumeli Hisar Fortress is a medieval Ottoman fortress on a series of hills on the European banks of the Bosphorus. Conceived and built between 1451 and 1452 CE on the orders of Sultan Mehmed II, the complex was commissioned in preparation for a planned Ottoman siege on the then Byzantine city of Constantinople, with the goal of cutting off maritime military and logistical relief that could potentially come to the Byzantines' aid by way of the Bosphorus Strait. Its older sister structure, Anatolian Fortress, sits on the opposite banks of the Bosporus, and the two fortresses worked in tandem during the final siege to throttle all naval traffic along the Bosphorus, thus helping the Ottomans achieve their goal of making the city of Constantinople, later renamed Istanbul, their new imperial capital in 1453. The Bosporus Bridge, known officially as the July 15th Martyrs Bridge, and colloquially as the First Bridge, is the oldest and southernmost of the three suspension bridges spanning the Bosporus Strait, thus connecting Europe and Asia. The bridge extends between Ortaköy, in Europe, and Beylerbeyi in Asia. Upon its completion in 1973, the Bosporus Bridge had the fourth longest suspension bridge span in the world, and the longest outside the United States. The Bosporus Bridge remained the longest suspension bridge in Europe until the completion of the Humber Bridge in 1981, and the longest suspension bridge in Asia until the completion of the Fatih Sultan Mehmet Bridge, second Bosporus Bridge, in 1988. The Spice Bazaar, or Egyptian Bazaar, is one of the largest bazaars in the city. There are several documents suggesting that the name of the bazaar was first New Bazaar. Then it got its name, Egyptian Bazaar, Turkish, Mizar Karsisi, because it was built with the revenues from the Ottoman Eyalet of Egypt in 1660. The word Mizar has a double meaning in Turkish, Egypt and maize. This is why sometimes the name is wrongly translated as Bazaar. The bazaar was and still is the center for spice trade in Istanbul, but in recent years shops of other types are gradually replacing the sellers of spices.